Welcome to Collecting Chaos and My Giant Hands. You'll have to excuse the grease under the fingernails. I was doing a little mechanical work and I haven't managed to get it all out yet. Today something a little different. Cards, which is why I've got the got it so far in. I was going through some of my stuff and I found a whole box full of collector's cards, so I figured I'd show them off and replace the boxes while I was at it, because these boxes are pretty much trash. This first one is the Joe Jusko Edgar Rice Burroughs set from 1994, and it's got some nice cards in it. I'm not going to show you all of them, and we'll just put that in a new box. These were done by, I think, Skybox. Put them into a new box, which is a new box that I've had since about 2000, but I've never used it. I used to buy these boxes by the case when I had a store. Next up, we have Mobius from Collector Cards by Comic Images. I like Mobius's art. If you've never seen it, see if you can find a copy of his Silver Surfer. It was a delight to look at and to read. And like I said, this was done by Comic Images, 1993. I'm not sure, let's see if I can see how many cards were in the set. It had a 90 card set, if you include the checklist. Next up, from Upper Deck, Comic Ball 2. This was a big set, and it was from the movie Comic Ball 2. Came out in 1991, had 198 cards in it, which means 2 boxes. And they're just scenes from the movie, pretty much. Let's see, I don't see any of his stuff in there. Have to remember to keep those together. Next, the Valiant Era from 1993. If I can get it open, I think I have it taped. And I used to tape them on the side like that because people would go in, I know what they used to do with my Marvel sets, they would go in and they would steal cards out of them that they liked. And then they would try to sell the cards. It's a darn shame. This was from 1993, and it has all your favorite Valiant heroes from that time frame. Magnus Robot Fighter, Solar, Harbinger. The thing I don't like about Upper Deck cards is they have a tendency to stick together. Why do I have 2 of the same card in there? Exo Man of War. I'll have to go through and make sure this is a whole set, because I have 2 of the same card in there. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Here's it goes from 59 to 61, and it has two 61s, and it shouldn't. And then it has two 62s. I'm sure I have more Valiant cards around. I'll just have to look for them, and then I can put the set together the way it's supposed to be. Or maybe these were just the extras. Obviously, it's not a full set, so I'll be putting that off to the side. That will not go in my set box. Next, I have X-Force trading cards. These were from 1991 and were done by Comic Images. A lot of Rob Liefeld stuff in here. So this card, well, that's probably the first Deadpool card, so it might be worth something. Maybe. If people collect that sort of thing anymore. I know it was pretty hot in the 90s to collect cards. Another Comic Images set. This is William Stout. The Lost Worlds by William Stout. Another one by Comic Images. 90 cards, including the checklist. And he's got some nice artwork too. This one is from 1994, and it is The Lion King from the Disney animated movie. Not to be confused with the new Lion King. This is the original one. Sorry about the glare, but these are just some of those cards that have high reflectivity. I'd know that artwork anywhere. Frazetta 2. There were two sets of Frazetta cards done by Comic Images. This is the second set. Don't know if I still have the first one or not. As you can see, it's a little yellowed over time, that first card is. Or maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Love Frank Frazetta's art. Both his drawings and his paintings. He used to do a funny animal book back in the 50s, I believe. This was called The Creator's Alternate Universe. And these were different creators of independent comics. Akiko, Gax. There's some really, I think this is Jeff Smith, maybe? No, Hilly Rose. That was kind of funny. I like that comic a little bit. Kabuki. These are sticking together a little bit too, but not bad. These were done by Dynamic Enterprises in 1996. Strangers in Paradise. Interesting set. Wolfen bird. See if I can get them in the box without destroying them. And this one looks like an... Is this another one of Frazetta's or is this Boris? Nope, this is Ken Kelly. Another fabulous artist. Trying to get them so you can see some of them. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit. That's one of my favorite ones. It's a robot pitching a hand grenade on a baseball field. Again, comic images. And I believe that one was 1992. Might have to break this down into a couple of videos. It's a little bit older set from Topps, and it's E.T. My camera stopped, so I don't know if you got to see that last one or not. We're losing stuff. It's another older set. From 1987, Harry and the Hendersons. Does not have the stickers with it. It's a TV show. Wasn't too terrible. Wasn't the best thing in the world. Kind of funny. And that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a comedy. And that was made by Topps. This was the Jurassic Park Gold, and it does have the art cards in it. This came out in 1993. So this was for the first Jurassic Park movie. The one I actually saw. Again, made by Topps. This one is Beetlejuice. 20 glow-in-the-dark stickers, 100 cards. This was done by Dart, which was, and these were done in 1990. This was based off the cartoon. And it does have the sticker cards with it. So that's a good thing. remember if I bought that as a set or if I put it together. I think I put it together. Most of these I put together. One more, and then I'll save the rest for another day. I have a lot of adult cards that I'm not including in these videos. And of course this one is Return of Superman, which celebrated his coming back to the comics. And of course it has Reign of the Superman, Last Son of Krypton, Man of Tomorrow, Superboy, Steel, and these were done by Skybox, I believe. And you can't see them. Let me show them to you again. This time maybe you can see a few of them. Hero Restored. He was my favorite. When they first killed him off, I was about ready to quit collecting comics until they came out with the next part of the storyline, and I thought, oh, he's not dead. Well, he is, but he isn't. They're going to bring him back. But that'll be it for this time, and I'll show you more on another video. But for now, I got a mess to clean up here, and I'm going to put these in a box and maybe catalog them, and I will see you next time. Bye.